I was diagnosed with breast cancer in January of 2007, and when I heard those words over the phone from my physician, I had no idea what to do, where to go, what to think, other than I'm sure I'm going to die. And I was very upset. And the next morning I called my physician's office, and they gave me the name and phone number of the breast cancer coordinator here at Florida Hospital. And I immediately called her and told her that I was just diagnosed and I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed. I can't function. And so she made an appointment for me to come to her office, which I did. And when I went there, the first thing she did was hug me, which I desperately needed. And then we sat down and started talking about everything I was afraid of, that I was going to die. Who am I going to go to? I don't know surgeons. I've never been in the hospital before. I don't have a clue where to even start. And she just pretty much spelled it out for me that we first need to go see a surgeon. And she made the appointment for me. And she went with me to the appointment. And I met the surgeon. And he was telling me things that I couldn't even understand what he was saying or hear the words that he was saying. And I kept crying. And after it was all over and he explained everything about my surgery that I would need, which was a lumpectomy, we went back to her office and she explained to me what in detail was going to happen in words that I understood and were not medical. And the most important thing I got from that first meeting is that she told me I was not going to die. So now I have hope and I can function and I can continue along the path without this great fear. And from there, she was the one that made all the arrangements for tests that I needed, for doctors to see, oncologists. I had no idea who to go see. I have no family history of cancer anywhere, so I had no references to know where to go. And she made the appointments. She went with me to them. She could tell when I wasn't getting it, when I wasn't understanding what they were telling me was going to happen. And afterwards, she would sit with me and explain it, because I'm a planner and I take books with me and I write down things that they tell me. And she helped me to get all of that straight and understand and be able to go back and figure out what to do today. And without her there helping me with everything, I don't even know where I would have started. Well, I don't even think I can tell you in a short period of time what the entire experience was for me, because what I didn't plan on happening was meeting people that I never would have met if I didn't have cancer, and then forming relationships with people who I was extremely aware were going to save my life, who I had total trust in, who recently I ran into my surgeon outside of the hospital environment, and he knew me. He came over and hugged me, and that's the kind of treatment and relationship I had with them. I felt like I was the only patient that they had to do right now. And I didn't feel like I was just another person filling their quota. They actually made me feel like we really are a team, and we're all here to help you be cured of breast cancer, which is an amazing feeling. All of your fear of just having breast cancer and that you're going to die can become hope and moving down a path where you can ask questions. What do I need to do next? What do I need to eat to be better? What kind of exercise do I need to? And it's like they were an entire team of people, oncologists, chemo nurses, radiation tech people, that their whole function was like they sat together at night and figured out, how are we going to make Nancy Davidson healthy? And that's how they made me feel, which I think, I'm sure it's not that way, but that's how they made me feel. It was an amazing journey where I met incredible people that I would have never met without this diagnosis.